Alright, so we're in the Not Deer Stew. Honestly, just looking around, it's not a filter that I'm seeing on this game. This game just has low resolution, like choppy, pixelated, everything really. Which kind of feels different than the Siren Head game I just made a video on. Like you could just see, like you come up to it, you could see all the pixels, like each individual pixel. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad at all. I really like this. So the question I had was, why do I like these styles when it comes to these games? Like, why do I like the style? Shouldn't it be bad that I don't like the low quality aspect of it? You know, it's kind of weird that I have like an opposite effect, and it's not really because of nostalgia, because I never really played like PS1 games. Um, like old Resident Evil or like um, The Legend of Zelda, stuff like that. I haven't played those games. It's not that I like it off of nostalgia, but it is like really simplistic. Like, look at the potato, the carrot, and the onion. Like, you can clearly tell what it is. If I compare this forest to the one in the Siren Head game, I don't really feel as scared here. And I don't know what it is. There was a filter on the last game, and it kind of had like pixels on the trees and stuff like that. But even look at the bushes. The bushes aren't even full. They're just pictures that are like in a star pattern of some sort to make it seem like it's full. But it's enough to get the point across that it's a bush. And I feel like it's super simple, but it's like really nice. Honestly, I feel like if it just had me walking through the forest and like that was really it, I feel like I would still like it. Just like appreciate how the game looks. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Um, the game looks really simple, but I really like it. And that's just kind of the theme of these videos. At least in the beginning, because like I don't know where to start. So I'm just kind of starting with my appreciation with how these games look. Okay, so first off, just looking at the game, you can see that there is some type of filter. Like I can see like no matter where I look, it kind of just looks like there's a filter over the screen. I kind of like this one as well. Just the way it I don't know. Like I don't know if the actual assets in the game are pixelated or if they're just like regular. If I were to guess, these assets are pretty simple, but the filter is what's making it look really pixelated in a way. Because like if I get really close to this wall, like I can't see individual pixels. I feel like that's just the filter kind of making it look that way. So if we look at the trees are doing that thing where it's like just a picture, but that picture is it's kind of like doing a cross formation. Same with the leaves. I don't mind that at all. Like I could tell it's a forest. The thing is, like, this type of tree does not give me the same immersion as the trees in the Siren Head game. That's what I'm noticing. Like, I could still look at this tree and appreciate it, but I could tell, like, if I'm walking in this, like, I'm only going to get scared from a jump scare. I don't think I'm going to get scared from the immersion aspect of it. Because I definitely want to make games that are kind of on the same tempo as these. But I won't really know what I'm talking about or what I'm studying if I don't talk about it, I guess. For the car, I don't mind the car. Just like how simple it looks. You can see it just has like the painted on like art, but overall it's a pretty simple shape. The car you could see kind of does have the pixels. Like you could see the individual pixels on it, making it like it has the pixels, but it's also pretty low poly, I think is what it's called, when it looks like simple shapes. Let's look at the people. Because one thing I noticed is like some games just have like really weird people, like their faces look painted on them or something like that. For this guy, I don't know, dude, his nose looks pretty weird when it's scrunched up like that, but I don't think it looks bad. When I think about like what I'm going for, I don't think it looks bad. You see, now this I like. Maybe it's just the way that the environment is. That might be something like completely unrelated to the art. Like for the old man, I could tell he's got like a mustache and a little beard going on. The same exact head shape as the other guy. But in all these games, you can kind of tell like, okay, I do like the way that it's not just like a picture, but it's like in a star formation to make it seem like no matter which way you're looking at it, it's kind of popping up at you. I kind of like that. Dang, look at this. Even as simple as like the fish, bro. These fish are like super 2D, but I kind of like the way it looks. Yeah, this game has a whole bunch of like 2D art mixed with some 3D art because, or no, this is like, yeah, actually, no, it is mixed. Because like I'm looking at the back of this chair and it's looking like as thin as paper, but then you have the actual like part where you sit on it. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this game. I'm just looking around, just seeing how the art is. I definitely like the way they did this fish tank here, with like the 2D fish. So I remember I played this game on my gaming channel, and I remember enjoying the style of this game. I feel like the game had a nice story. It wasn't just like it had more story than the other games that I kind of talked about. I feel like this game was also pretty long, or longer. It was like an hour. First thing I noticed, as soon as you get close to the wall, you can immediately see like the small pixels. It's all like noisy and all that. And the chair is like, after looking at the 2D, like the 2D mixed with the 3D chair on the egg fried rice game, I'm definitely seeing a difference. This game does have a outside, like a spot where you can go outside. I'm kind of just gonna like put up screenshots of when I actually played it on my gaming channel and just see if I have any thoughts with this, but there's this thing that happens like with the light when you get really close to these things, like you could just see like this is a terrible color for this whatever this is. I don't know why it does that though. It goes from like over here you can see like it's a brown cabinet or whatever, but the close closer you get, the more distorted the colors get. And it's still like pixelated. I don't know what that is. So the trees are actually, it's looking like they're doing a lot more. It's still looking like an image. Like, but instead of it being horizontal, like vertical in a X formation, it's like horizontal, like a flower, like a lotus flower type. All right, looking at this game, I can already see there is a small like noise filter. Like I'm looking and I see the same pattern on like all the back of these seats. Kind of like no matter where I look. I think that is because of the filter. I don't know why, but like the coloring is really bad in here. And that's not like a negative thing. I'm just trying to figure out why. Because I saw like really bad coloring for a cabinet on a different game. And I really wasn't understanding on why it was looking that way. But in here, just like look at the color. Like I see these effects when I'm editing a picture and I like turn up one of the bars on like exposure, not exposure, but like I turn up the bar to the max. This is when I see like some type of exaggerated effect. I don't know what's causing it. I'm just interested in it. It's not super pixelated like, well actually no, you could like visibly see these pixels on the wall, and I don't know what's really causing that, but looking at the environment, definitely just some PNGs. But you can see the tree is a little bit of 3D, but over there, yeah, definitely 2D. Looking at the bus, that's a really nice style. I don't understand how it's made, but it is a very nice style. You can visibly see like pixelated, but not like, I don't know. The ground super pixelated. And you could really barely notice the filter, I think, especially when I'm outside. But look at the coloring. Like, what's making it do that? Alright, inside, there's a guy that's gonna chase me, so I gotta be careful a little bit, but for some reason, this looks, it looks more simple. Oh gosh, it's the guy over there. I don't like getting chased. But there's this weird effect going on making the colors look super, oh gosh. See, I don't like getting chased, bro. But I do want to talk about how this guy looks. Maybe not now, though. I don't want to play this much longer, bro. I don't want to get scared, but I like would I feel as immersed as the Siren Head game? I don't think I would. Maybe indoors? No, like I could definitely tell like it's 100% a game. Like it's different than the Siren Head experience. This is like just more stylized, but I like this look as well. I kind of just don't know which style I like more. Let's talk about the style of this guy. Super like poly looking, you know? I don't like this. Like the way he looks. Dude, why can't you just stand there and look pretty? Like look at his arms. Yeah, I'm done, bro. Low poly is probably the main effect that I'm noticing for this game. But then I look at the bus and it looks pretty smooth, so I'm not sure. Looks to be like a 2D fence. Yeah, they like to do 2D mixed with 3D. And I find that to be interesting. Well, that's all I have for this game. This is so awesome. I hope to see all of you again. I love all you people.